and we have stated that some of the papers, for example, he spoke about physics 2 and 1. The council addressed that when we rescheduled the paper because we noted that there was a compromise. And I think as our lawyer said, determination of leakage is a question of facts, so we should be careful about that. We also spoke about the Foods and Nutrition Paper 3, and we indicated as well that when Edward forwarded the information to us about that purported leakage of that paper, the information he sent to us was not that of a leaked paper. So how come that thereafter he claims that he had information that he didn't give to us? Because really, if you want to help somebody, you give the person the accurate information. There were also some papers that he cited leaked, for example, Chemistry 1 and the Integrated Science 1. And these were all parts of composite papers. And like we have explained, composite papers are, they are papers that you have the question paper, including both papers 2 and 1. So if that has been released to candidates, and within that period, unfortunately, somebody takes a snapshot of the paper 2, which they are yet to work on and post it out, that is certainly a case of examination malpractice. So these are some of the issues that we sought to.
So for me, if you say that 11 papers did not leak, in your own assessment, how many papers leaked?
I think that we stated that there was, with the elective maths 2 and English essay, the council had already come out also to talk about extracts of some of the questions which were out. So we had already addressed those issues whilst the papers were ongoing, and that we're going to use our assessment processes during the marking. So we had spoken about that. Physics 2, physics also, we had come out to reschedule those papers.
So about 5 papers leaked?
No, in our own assessment, 5 papers did not leak.
So how many leaked from your own assessment?
In our assessments, we will not say a paper leaked, because if we say extras of a paper, that doesn't mean that the paper leaked. You understand me? Yes. So that is why we have not put numbers to the papers that we have. That he says he has put numbers, but we have not put any numbers, figures, or any percentage, because we take each paper on its own merit.
Now, finally, there were certain things you talked about going forward. And quite fascinating. I see you said the WAEC is going to retool the council, serialization, use of a power test, and making use of viable data printing. What are these? If my grandmother who's listening to me want to understand what you're saying about serialization.
Well, when we speak about serialization, we want to say that we can have tests in different formats for everybody, so that maybe if we are sitting together in the same examination hall, the tests that you are doing will be different from mine. There'll be a mix of that. Yet when we speak about what do you call it? So serializations basically is different versions of the test. Then when we speak about digital variable data printing, it means that we are going to personalize the question papers, and then we are going to put in barcodes so that your question paper comes to you with your name, with a barcode, so that when that paper goes out, or sometimes we see snapshots of question papers on social media, we'll be able to tell at that particular moment that snapshot that we have, it belongs to candidate A or candidate B. So all these are things that we'll have to put into place to be able to ensure the integrity of the examination.
And setting these measures would indeed protect the sanctity and integrity of our exam.
We'll also need retooling of the council, because definitely we have to go into a lot of digitization, a lot of automation to make sure that these things really happen. And I think that once we do that, and then eventually we may have to get to a place whereby, candidates, we may not even have to conduct a paper and pencil kind of test.
Doing an e-test.
Yes. So these are all things that we need to look at going into the future.
So is something you're considering?
Yes. As I said, these are all processes, you understand, because then it also has to come with resources to ensure that if you are administering the examination for somebody here in Accra, the same facilities exist for somebody also in a remote part of the country.